for more videos.
Welcome back, everybody. Hawkins again. We're playing some more Factorio. Thanks for joining me. I've been looking at this system, and I wonder if maybe we put the liquid storage up top. We got crude oil here, right? I mean, we don't need them all to be rapidly connected, for instance. We could do something to get them laid out in a way that we have storage up here. Is that a wise call, or is it down the bottom? Well, let's look at the we can do the cracking of the storage later. Let's look at layout for cracking here first. The 827, that's the typical I would say the typical basic version, is not quite what we're gonna have here, but I'm kind of okay with that. How much space are we gonna leave here to do this? I have not done this in a long time, and I think it's gonna show. What I'm gonna do is take the heavy oil. We're gonna crack it in chemical plants up to to light oil, and then from light oil to petroleum. The idea would be to have 2 or 3 sources here. So let's see, how are we going to do this? Cracking is going to need, it'll be this for heavy oil, cracked into light oil. So what the recipe is 30 water and 40 heavy oil. Produce 30 light oil. Okay. Well, we're going to have... we got water on that side. I wonder if we, instead of doing this, if we take the cracked product, because it's cracked, and we do this sort of thing. Would that suffice? Why do I have no pipes at all? Jeepers. Alright, let's go get some. That's a lot of nothing. I'm gonna want some, for sure. My bots are gonna be busy doing stuff if I, It's exactly what I wanted. Something to slow me down. My bots are gonna be, not doing anything for me if I have to wait for the actual, supplies to arrive from miles away. Okay. The idea is to get the cracking going anyways today. If I can get that set up, I'll be a happy camper. It's not a lot, I know. Sorry, bots. I'm driving backwards like a lunatic in a parking lot. Whoa, that was a good thing I missed. Alright, chemical plant. Here. Now, the idea is... Hey, you guys can do your thing too. No, somebody's already on their way from 7.5 miles away to do that. Alright, so this will be the heavy oil. It would come down and we crack here. Now, what I want to do is have enough space so that I can do... what are they called? Not those, but the, things with the stuff. Crap, I can't remember the name. The beacons, that's the word I'm looking for. Beacons will go in there, right? So they would run down this way. So we got enough space there, and they'll line up with the other beacons from this side, which seems like a sensible idea. I don't know if it is, but it seems sensible to me. And then the light oil will come out and join this line out here. That would be sensible, I suppose. We got to figure out how to turn on and off this thing. So that'll be dependent on a container somewhere. And then what I do is we can actually just have this like that. Seems okay. And there'll be beacons only on the right-hand side of that. So then we do that and that. And that'll fit 3 of those in there. I don't hate that idea. So what if we did the same thing here? And then again, beacons would be down this way. Now those aren't going to be on, but that's fine. You're going to have power. And what you're going to do is you're going to determine the light oil ratios in where. Well, I mean, I can honestly do it quite effectively by just dropping a container here. I didn't bring any iron. If I put a... No, that won't work. This will, though. If I do that, that would end up being a light oil tank, and then I can have... I'm just trying to be creative here with these. So that's there, and then this would be only triggered if that guy is actually on. Okay, I don't hate that idea. Let's go ahead and remove these four. And, no. Thanks, but no thanks, guys. What I'm gonna do is take this out, do that, and that, and this, just so we know that what we're doing here. Just so it looks, it's, I remember that it's closed, that space is closed, so I don't go and do something dumb with it. Alright, now that will then go in there, and that becomes a light oil feed. Now the concern is, oh no, is that the concern? No, I don't want that at all. That's wrong. I want a container determining whether or not the heavy oil is full, right? I want it to trigger off the heavy oil. So if we have at least X amount of heavy oil, then pump. Yeah, that's not exactly, is it? Now, I don't know that this is a super spectacular system, but we'll see. That might work there. Okay. It's different. I've never done it this way, obviously, before, but we'll see. So then this pump will be linked. If I take some, I don't have any. Oh my gosh, seriously, I have no resources. Ugh. Logistics. I love ya. Okay, so the idea then is to let our bots do some actual gathering for us. 100 to 100 max. Iron, 100 to 100 max. Steel, same thing. Plastics, no. Iron ore, 0. Copper ore, 0. Iron ore, 0. What else do we not want? Wood, stone, 0 to infinite. Logistics, bots, I legitimately actually want none in my inventory, ever. We can bring that down to 100. We bring this down to 200. Drop that, that. Oh, what? What are you doing? Why? Drop it off. There. Oh, it won't automatically drop when I've got the command to pick it up. Okay. That's weird. Oh, I put them down here. That's what happened. Silly Drake. Okay. Go with gears. I just gotta set this up because it's been way too long that we haven't done this for. Coal. I'll keep 100 coal, but only 100 coal, please. Actually, make that 150. Repair packs. We'll tell them to keep at least 200. But then I'm going to get these guys to toss those out. There's gonna be so much stuff in here. It's gonna be nutty. Give me 50 of those. Oh, you know what? I bet you I can do this. I can. Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's interesting. Do we want them to do inserters as well, I suppose? Yellows, blues, reds. Just like one stack of each, please. Purple. Greens. Greens give me 100. Because those are train station drop build points. Alright, anything else in here? This guy can switch out to that. Don't really care to have those on me anymore. Get some green circuits, some red circuits, some blue circuits. Green, red, not enough ingredients. Oh, I'm not trying to build, sorry, that's the wrong click. There, no, not 400, 200, and then there as well. I like how it minimizes, the minimum number is the stack count. There. This can be red. That. 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 And that. Okay. Anything else? Anything else here that's urgent? No, no, and no. No. Well, if we have those, give me max 100, that's fine. Okay. Now, how's that fit for everything else? You guys should have a 50 stack of those. Should have 20 stack of those. We could go with a 50 stack of those. I think I will do electric furnaces. Just a thought, but I think we will. One stack of those. That's fine. I don't need any more other stuff. Good, good, good. Okay. Now that that distraction's done, I'm sure we have more than enough supplies delivered. No? Probably not. I guess not. Oh, you know, we don't have like iron and copper and stuff actually in a storage facility somewhere, do we? Probably not. I was gonna make something though. Don't remember what it was. Well, I need some of these for sure. And what the heck was I making up there? Oh yes, yes, yes. Something like that, whatever. Alright, now let's roll. Zoom, zoom. Okay, now. The idea here is that I'm supposed to be up here doing all this stuff. So this will end up being a a heavy oil tank. Alright, so what I want to do is link the power to that and... Oops. Power to that and that. That's the network. Okay, so now this thing only activate when heavy oil is greater than I don't know, 5,000? 10,000? Set. Okay, so when the heavy oil in this tank, which should theoretically be the highest one, because the pump comes in and pushes it down this way. Now there will be other storage somewhere else, but that's fine. And then the heavy oil can continue wherever it goes. I don't know where it's going to go. Probably through here. And then that will activate these guys. So that's not what I want at all. That's so totally dumb. That's not what I wanted at all. Get away. I want these things to be triggered based on that. Right? So just do this. So these, this is what I wanted here. This. What? Connect that. What's going on? Why are you not? Oh, those don't get to be controlled directly. I'm forgetting this. Okay, so this is... It's the output pumps that go on only when... Okay, that's what I want to do. I mean, I could run it to one source, down one pipe. But this is fine. It's a lot of extra, I'm sure. Very inefficient. I'm trying to do things not just rinse repeats. That's something that I try to do with these series when I get into the building point, because At this point, I could just find somebody's blueprint and spam it down. And that would be all I'd need to do. And it would be the most effective, the most efficient, and the, air quotes, right way to do it. But I don't want that. I want this to be a act in edumacation, creativity, all that stuff. So let's go with 5,000 units. So if there's 5k oil in here, now theoretically it should balance throughout all the heavy oil containers. So if there's 10 heavy oil containers in the network, they're going to all genuinely balance out. And when this particular one is showing 5,000, it will activate these units right here, right? So this is not greater than 5,000 right now. So that's showing the red light there, being that they're off. So these things will run, but they won't output. They can't output because they're going straight through a pump. So that's the gist of that. All right, is it ideal? No, probably not. We're going with maybe similar sort of thing here. Let's give it a little bit of space though, because I want this to be slightly different. I want the water to be in the same positioning, but the output here is not going to be the same. It's going to be down here. Like that. Really? Really? You gotta be like that, game? And then this here. And we can do outputs again like this. Like that. Okay, and you go there. That sort of thing. And then I want power poles. Copy this. That'll do. Sure. Now they're gonna not be light oil. Right now these are listed as cracking heavy to light, which I do not want. I want this. Oh, that's not gonna work. I see. That's too close. Let's move the whole thing. Nope, sorry. Move the whole thing. Well, there we go. I guess I didn't need to move the whole thing, did I? That was... Hold on. I just need to move this one. There we go. That'll do the job properly. Okay. Those connect as is. Excellent. So I got... Am I doing 8? Should we do 8? Probably is enough. I think it's 2-7 for 8 of them. And we do use light oil as a... yeah, this will be fine. Do I have more pumps? Those are offshore pumps, not the ones I need. These. The ones I need. So let's let our friends do that work. The bots will do the rest. Where is the coverage? The build coverage is not going to quite cover. Let's put that in. I don't know that that's going to work there. How did I just walk through there, but I can't walk back? That is weird. So instead, do I want one just in there? That'll stay out of the way later. Probably a good idea. Power pole. There? Sure. Oops, that didn't work. I don't have any row ports at the moment. Okay. That'll give us enough coverage for what we need. Okay, so that's all going to get built. Nope, it's all built. And that's how many? I believe we have 8, yeah? Is that going to be a reasonable ratio? I'm not sure. But what I need to do here is bring in the light oil that is going to probably somehow continue through here. I'm not sure. Right here. Like that. And this becomes light oil. That'll go down here because the light will then be cracked into petroleum. We'll switch that to light oil to petroleum cracking. Conceptually the same thing, but the output is going to be the petroleum gas rather than the light oil. So there's the light oil output. I don't know if this is particularly sensible, but it seems to be okay. And then we do want heavy oil as well at some point. Where are we going to bring that one in? This? Sure. That seems like it'll work. I don't know, I'm just trying to be creative and effective at the same time, so it's legitimately a valuable design. Well, that doesn't fit anymore. What? Thought it fit. Okay, so that will then crack the light oil into the petroleum, but I need another one of these beauties right here to go down here. Did I put it immediately against it? I did belly it up, didn't I? Yeah. But don't get stuck in one of those impossible loops through. There, into there, this goes here, we put a power pole down here, and then these pumps get connected to wire. That, down the power poles. I'm just hitting Q to make sure the lines are clean, because, you know, wiring is all about how does it look when it's under your desk? Or attached to your desk if you're really good. There we go. Alright, now that's going to have a similar... Oh no. No. How'd I do this? Okay, same thing. There we go. I'll switch that to light oil. And this should be a light oil supply. So the light oil will come down in here through these pumps. It'll fill this thing up, or vice versa, whichever way it flows. And then the condition is 5,000, but I actually think we'll put 15,000 on that. So we'll do that. Okay. So that's going to then crack the light and the heavy and the crew. Okay. Well, what if we do this as our output line here? I'm going to shut off my little bots for a moment, and we're going to remove the forests in here, this section. Okay, so that's going to bring us crude oil, or heavy oil, a line of heavy oil, line of light oil, line of petroleum. I won't, however, have crude oil down there. Well, we're going to have it here, but when we divert it to its new base, it'll be here. It'll be coming down this side here. And then it'll stop here because this becomes the other side, the heavy oil. Okay. Okay, don't hate this idea. So if I swap out a pump this way, or if I place a pump that way, and let it also pump this way, it'll go either direction at this point. Correct? That should activate these beauties, as it does. And these tanks up here start to fill up. Excellent. Somewhere in there, get another tank. Okay, so the crude's coming out of these tankers here, and dumped into the corresponding containers beside them, being pushed up the line there and out the line to the west here. At quite the push, because this tile should be full, effectively. Now, you guys should be cracking based on whatever is in the tankers here. So as long as this is below 5,000, it won't do any cracking. Once it hits over that, it should crack oil and shove it down the line. Now the question is, how do we store the oil? How and where do I store the bulk? Do I store bulk oil? Do we need bulk oil storage? Or do we do just crude oil and then crack it when we need it? Look at that, they already consumed that entire tank load of it. 100,000 oil was already processed. Or pumped anyways. Okay. Well, mostly it's just filled up in here, but that's fine. So these are all working. We got flames, you can see the flames on them on all those. What they're going to do is stop the moment we have petroleum output issues. We have full pipes now of petroleum gas. So what do we do about that? Do I have storage of petroleum gas and the like, or do we run it just lean, really lean? I'm not sure on that. I'm not convinced as to which one is right. So what I think we'll do is we'll do a something over here. Like this. And I'll go with that many. Like that. We'll go with this. With the light. And that for the petroleum? Something, something? Sure. So heavy oil is going to have a feed there. Which, of course, I can't build because, you know, why would that be a thing? Regular pipes, please. In there. That's the heavy oil. And then this will be the light oil. To there. Light oil can come down here. And then the petroleum can go here. I don't really know that we need any sort of storage for these, but this will do. Like that. And then that. Okay. Regular pipes to go there and there and there. You're already in there. Anchors in. Okay, so this will be our refinery storage. So this will hold heavy oil, light oil, and petroleum gas. Not like those numbers at all. Probably like those numbers. 2, 6, 12. Utterly nonsense, no relation to needs or reality, I'm sure, but whatever. It'll work. Okay, so the idea then is this cracking system should provide what we need. Now what I need to do is think about how I'm going to deal with it, because for now, the system down here is doing its job. I don't really need it to do anything else. I don't need to bring down light oil or petroleum or anything into this system, because this is enough productivity to do what it needs to do. I don't want to be tapping into here. The temptation for me is huge to just start tapping that stuff back, pumping that stuff, run it all into here to help this system. I don't need it. This gets crude oil still. I like that we didn't cut the crude, we just dump it in here. What I do want to do is take the heavy and the light and crack those later. So we'll do that. Like, I want to get these products here pushed into the other system. I think that's going to be a better call. Like, all this storage here can go somewhere else and then be used. We could actually run that up into this storage and stop. No, we'll leave it. I'll leave it. I like the idea of emptying out the fields, the oil fields, as soon as possible. The sooner I can get the I forgot what I was supposed to be doing here. The sooner I can get the oil fields emptied, the longer term value, the more value those actual cells, each of those wells have long term. If I can dump it into a giant storage, it's fine. Now this is, yeah, we're full on light again? Yeah, of course we are. Okay, well, I mean, it's not efficient. But maybe we make a cracking system here? A little one? Yeah, let's do that. Since we have some space, use this for the heavy oil. Crack some heavy oil down here. No, we'll crack some light oil in here. What do we got here? Almost not necessary. Well, you know what? Here. Let's go ahead and remove some of these. Back about this far. Fine. Don't need them. Get them out of there. It's just going to be better space use. We got massive battery backup somewhere else. Okay, so let's go ahead with that version. This is going to be the light oil to petroleum, yes? Yes, it is. Let's do that, and I'm going to do one of these up here to do heavy oil. Sure. Like that. And that'll go down to here. The heavy oil is going to actually come in from here. There. Like that. Let's make some pumps. So all the heavy oil will be brought down to a minimal amount here. I want it to crack aggressively. There's only one of these and 4 of these, like 6 of these guys or whatever, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these, never mind. Let's go ahead and throw another one in here. Like that. That doesn't need to be in there. This does. Where's our water source? We've got to have one nearby, right? Right over here, there's got to be one, huh? Yeah, there is. Okay, so water is going to come down here. That's fine. This is going to be pumping out light oil. Yes. Light oil to here. That then goes to here. There and there. This becomes petroleum. Then goes over to the petroleum pipes here. That works. That doesn't work at all. There you go. So that'll be petroleum. Now what I need you to do, though, for me is to check the light oil volume, which is going to be weirdly way the heck over here. So let's throw a few big power poles to make that work. Let's go like here. Down to here. Good. Alright, what I need then is a connection from this to this. Okay. And then you come across following that line. Oh, what the heck? I know you guys can follow that. There you go. To that. There to there. 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 And you're going, oops, and you're going green again. Ah, missed. Oh my god, missed again. There, and there. Okay, good. Those are all connected, and then what I need you guys to do is to check that the... if the light oil is above 5,000, set. Then those pumps will go. And then the same sort of thing here, except for these. Oh, no, that's not even linked. There to there. Good. To there, there, that to that. Except for this is going to be heavy oil. 5,000 probably too much, but actually, yeah, it's way too much. I want this to be like 2,000. Okay, so that will crack down the heavy oil if I put the pipes in, and if the water's connected, and if there we go. Pipes, water, everything. Then the light oil come out here. It'll go down this line. It'll feed those guys. No, it won't, because it'll only be cracking those. So I need actual feed of light oil from somewhere. It should come in like this. Boop. There. Oops. Don't even know if I need those anymore. Probably don't. There. There. Now this is the wrong recipe here. Push that to this guy. There we go. That is cracking heavy to light. This will dump the light around that it cracks into this line, which connects back to the main stuff. This is testing the oil here to see if it's 5,000 or more. If it is, it'll turn on the cracking. This needs water source, and then it should be good to go. And then I was going to wait and just dump it out later and crack, but I realized that the amount of stuff stored in here is actually quite egregious. And I'm just going to have to keep doing it. That's the problem. It's only because I'm still going to have to deal with it that I don't want them to do it. Okay, so that'll link the water line. It should have enough water to keep up with what we're doing here. We're not dumping a ton of water. Okay, there, and then that should connect the cracking, which will turn them on. Good. Now they're going to pump out. They're going to be dragging the light oil out of here, shoving it through to make it into petroleum gas, which these three are the only 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there's a ton. Jeepers. Those are going to be, actually, what I could do is that out and shove the oil back down the line. That's not needed. That's not needed. And that's not needed. It won't waste it. It'll push it back down the line into the others, supposedly. That's what I've been told. I hope it's true, otherwise it just wasted like a few thousand. But, I mean, it would be a few thousand. A couple thousand. Why is it that I can go one way on some of these, but not the other? Alright, so that, holy crap, that already takes us 37 minutes in. What that does is that cleans out my, that'll start cleaning down these oil tankers. And then we can start, you know, pumping them back into other sources, basically. I like this idea. In fact, all these tanks down here would be fed like this instead of through here. I do that instead, and we do this and this. This is powered, this is not connected. So these pumps are going to try to pump oil, light oil, constantly out of these tanks here and empty them out first. Which is fine. Oh no, that's not fine, because it'll shut the whole thing off. Bad plan. Because they won't be balanced then. Okay. Major plan. There we go. Alright. Because then I'd be dumping stuff out of these, and that's what's being measured. Oh well. Okay, so cracking is added in here. The other line up top is set up for future use. This is cracking the heavy oil into light, which is good. It'll slowly balance out these things here. These guys don't... I wouldn't mind if these didn't even have to operate until they... Unless they had, you know, some sort of limiting factor there. That might be the way to go. What if we set these up to only run if the petroleum was at a certain level? If petroleum is under this, then you guys can run. Does that work? Not really. Not unless I switch where I pump the petroleum through. So right now I'm piping it right through here. Well, I could do that. I could do that. So it could come through here instead. And then this one could be on a pump. That. This pump only runs if... yeah, so if this thing shows that these are below a certain number, if petroleum gas is less than 10,000, then run this. So that will mean that, that'll mean that I pump all the petroleum gas out of the system, won't it? Dang it. That's not working either. This is supposed to be a feed for down south. Complicated systems, Drake. Unnecessarily complicated systems. Now this goes to here, this has to go here, that breaks our whole unit. Lovely. Close that. goes that. This system is only now the petroleum output of that line once I switch this up here. There. 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 Here and here. That one goes away. That and that go in there. Okay, that'll run the petroleum up this way, pumping it in here. This will only go on if this is below 10,000. If it isn't, then it'll crack to clean out the lines first, so that'll be the priority. So that's basically forcing the cracking to do the work before the refineries, if this starts backing up. So then it'll only run those. That sounds like a sensible choice to me. Okay, I like how this will lay out. Hopefully I set this up right so I didn't block anything. So this is exclusively locked behind this, and that controls the petroleum output. So this will back up if this is false. If I were to switch that to is less than, or no, petroleum is greater than 10,000, that'll shut off. Then these should fill up with petroleum rather than light oil. They're able to pump their light oil out just fine. But not going anywhere, is it? I don't think so. This is off, so this should fill up. And I think it should only take a few more pulses for it to actually start packing those up. Now the light oil is of course getting used for flame turrets in places. That's fine. It's also getting used to crack into petroleum, which is, again, also fine. There's no light oil going off that way and no heavy oil going off that way. So my heavy oil comes out here, but it doesn't. It goes up there, but to that. The light oil, does it need to come through here? Or should it be one-wayed? Light oil's running up through it now. This is fine. Too much fussing. Okay, so we're going to leave it there for today. We got oil cracking on. We also set up the fun over here. So this thing will be a duplicatable, like I can legitimately take this whole beast right here and drop it right on top of whatever is right here. Right? And that should bonk in there. Like that. And if I've done that right. Ah, no, these 6 here are in the wrong. But again, in one more place. Now we're getting it? No. We're out of what? There's something in the way there. The heavy oil is running through, or the crude oil is running through here. Okay. There. And these 2 pumps out. And there. Now we try it. This one again is the wrong pump, or wrong item. I'm doing this all from the map for some reason because I thought it'd be real quick. I was like, yeah, this will be fine. Super easy. Alright, now all that should put its own wiring and circuitry and everything in, correct? I do believe that is true. So the idea then is that these lines would eventually all connect to this. So if we scale it up, we add another line to that, we add another line to this, and it runs the cracking system. So that's good. Once we link this to the next one, we can go again with more. I like it. Alright, well, that's where we're going to put in a cut. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining me. Have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you in game.